Alrighty, so this is part 2 of my college talks, you know what I'm saying? College talks. This is a community college talk. I'm going to put community right there. I went to community college straight out of Compton. I'm just kidding. Straight out of, gosh, I can't say it. Straight out of university, I went to community college. Isn't that weird? That's a weird sentence. My niece is so loud. Okay. I did this because I knew I wasn't gonna go from college and go do my degree because I'm never gonna be a dance teacher, okay? I said it. It's never gonna happen. I'm sorry you got your hopes up. I'm not going to teach dance. My student teaching experience was horrible. Okay, it wasn't, okay, well, yeah, it was horrible, but then again, there are those invaluable experiences that took place there. There was something good about it. Something was good about it, okay? Most of it was bad. If you had to do student teaching, I don't believe that it's one of those things that is, what do they call it? Like a necessary evil, you know, something along the lines of that. So, I went to a community college that's extremely local to me. I lived closer to my university when I went there, and then I moved over here, like my family, we uprooted and moved, you know, more south of where we were living. And here there's a community college. There's a community college that's literally down the street that I go to. I take the bus there and, you know, pretty cool, right? I'm not extremely happy, you know. I'm not like, woo, finally I get to do what I want to do. No, I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm trying, but I'm not there by any means. Nope. So, let me recap a little bit. When I was in university, I always knew I wanted to do music. So, whenever I had free time, I was always researching music, creating music, songwriting, you know. I wouldn't have dared brought my keyboard to school. I was such a private person with my art. I wasn't really wanting to share it with anyone that much, so I left my keyboard at home. When I lived on campus, but I didn't live that far away from my house. It's just that being on campus made it easier. You're literally letting the whole circus come in here.
Get the cat, Anna.
The cats. Come here, Anna.
Are you going with me or not?
Please come. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay. Well, hello. That was weird. I just randomly decided to vlog at the thrift store and at Walmart. I didn't just get back right now, but I'm just taking my jacket off right now, so it looks like I just got back, but I've been back for like an hour now. You know. So, finally I can finish with this part 2. I know it's kind of like a jumbled up mess, like college information. And I'm not even giving you any tips on how you can be a good college student. But then again, I don't know if I'm the best person for the job. But what I can do is share my experiences, and hopefully these can help you or entertain you, whatever. I'll just have to make sure that I can stay on topic as best as possible. So, I wrote down a few little notes here so I can get back on track. The first thing, or actually the last thing that I was trying to say before I got completely interrupted by the circus, that is my family, is that living on campus, when I chose to live on campus because I felt forced to by the people who were helping me, but also because I kind of knew that trying to get to school when you have as big of a family as I do, trying to get to school from your house and trying to get a ride to school because I didn't have a license. I still don't have a license. I was trying really hard not to confess that right now because I didn't want to make myself look bad, but whatever, there's reasons for everything. Anyway, trying to get to school on time, knowing how my family is, and trying to schedule around everyone's life was not going to work. I decided just to go ahead and live on campus for the time being so that I could make sure that I got to school on time. The only time that I did not live on campus was the last semester of my senior year. I chose to live at home because we had moved and I was student teaching at a school very, very close. I was teaching at a high school, student teaching, so preparing, to be a teacher and getting training and just the teaching experience. I was doing all of that at a high school, very close to the home we were living in. So that was perfect. I wasn't even going to class anymore because last semester of your senior year, if you're going in a teaching program, is usually your internship type experience. So you don't really have class but like once every so often or some. I don't even remember, girl, that was so long ago. I think it's mostly online you kind of have that. You don't really have to go to class like you did before. You just have to meet up with your graduating class, which is, in my case, was a small group of people, and we would just meet up, share experiences, talk, try to support each other, and just be there for each other during our student teaching experiences because it's very hard and you need that support. You need somebody to vent to because, girl, these cooperating teachers be not cooperating and they be difficult to deal with and they be mean, okay? Dance teachers are crazy. But anyway, yeah, if you have like a crazy dance teacher experience, whether you're in high school or you've just run into a crazy dance teacher in college or in your student teaching experience, please share your story in the comments because it's just really nice to hear other people's stories. When I was going through my student teaching, all I was doing when I was out of school was researching. I was like, my teacher's crazy, like, what am I supposed to do? I think it's just dance teachers, though. Anyway, it might be other teachers as well. Anyway, enough about my student teaching experiences, student teaching experience, because it's over. Thank goodness it's over. Forever. But now I'll talk a bit more about my my community college experience. I'm having so much trouble trying to make this video today. Okay, so my community college experience. I've only been at my community college for one semester. I only have one teacher, but I have 2 courses. One's online, one's on ground. They're both easy as a truck, and they are almost over. So, yeah, pretty sure I'm going to pass them both with flying colors. I have a final on Tuesday of next week, or I guess this week because it's Sunday, you know. But after that, yeah, I'm done with my first semester. It was pretty much a breeze. And that is because I went to university first. And I learned how to cram. I learned how to do a buttload of useless work that was unnecessary. Well, it felt useless and unnecessary at the time, but it actually taught me to get a lot of work done in not so many hours, if that makes sense. Like a lot of work done in so little time, because you are constantly either, well, in my circumstance, I had performances. I had classes, and I had after-school activity things I like to do, and projects that were thrown upon me last minute or that I've known about. I had, there's just a lot going on at once. I had a job. I had a couple of jobs. So you have all of that going on, and then you have these assignments that you have to do. And you have multiple assignments you have to do, multiple finals due, all at the same time, because teachers do that for some reason. Like, good and well, we don't have time for this right now. So, in university, you do have a lot to do. You have a lot on your shoulders. You're always stressed, and you're always tired and hungry. And it makes you somehow really, really motivated last minute, and you're really surprised that you're able to get so much work done in so little time. But you are, and it makes you stronger, and it helps you become a better student if you weren't really that studious before. Or it just, enables you to continue being a slacker or someone who does things last minute. Either way, at least you can get things done on time. Now that I'm in community college, my assignments are not hard. I only have one paper that's due, and it's due today, actually. Is it the 12th? Oh my god. It was probably due yesterday. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I had some papers due. Well, I had one paper due yesterday, and I had one chapter question assignment to do yesterday in the same class. And it's an online class, so it doesn't really matter when you turn it in for this one, because basically you can turn things in whenever you want for this class, because it's kind of like work at your own pace. So I'm not really worried about that. I just made myself, I was trying to build myself up, look, I'm so studious, ooh, such a scholarly girl. And then I was like, oh shoot, my paper was due yesterday. But basically, if I was in university right now, I would have failed that assignment, not been able to turn it in late, or turned it in late and been so embarrassed and just I'm a horrible student, and just got on myself so much, and would have been down on myself for that, because when I was in university, I wanted to be the perfect student, or at least appear to be the perfect student. If I missed something, or if I needed downtime and then I wasted my time not doing what I was supposed to do at that time, and I didn't manage my time correctly, I would be late on something or whatever, and then I would just be really, really upset about it. But community college, I've been doing good. I turn my assignments in on time most of the time, and even if I failed right now, let's say I failed both of my finals in both my classes, you know what I would do right now? That's what I would do. I would shrug and I would say, oh, well. Because, honestly, everything that you do is a gamble. And sometimes you're going to fail. So what are you going to do? Curl up in a ball and, die? No. You're going to just have to keep trying or do something else and keep going and move on with your life, and not sit there and harp on your mistakes. Of course, do everything you can to fix your problem. But if I was in university right now and I didn't pass my class, I would feel very upset. And I wasn't an A student. I was more like an A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C, D, whatever. So I was kind of And I tried really hard. Like, when I would do assignments, I would put my heart and soul into them, and my teacher would be like, nope. They just weren't feeling me. So sometimes your teachers are just, they're not on your wavelength. Not that you're better than them or anything, or that they're better than you. It's just that they're not feeling you. Maybe you're writing a paper and your voice is not something that they like. They don't like how you write your papers. They don't like something about you, so they're taking it out on you in their grading. Or they're basing one person's efforts, who's an overachiever, they're basing everyone else's efforts off of that one overachiever, and then they're just like making everyone fail because you're not so-and-so who's at the top of the class, so you just get a lower grade than her. I'll just base everything off of what she does. You know, whatever. There's multiple reasons why you feel like you are a failure, especially in university. But at the end of the day, you could just, like, drop out of college and, like, it doesn't really matter that much. Because, like, people do it every day, and they get on with their lives, and they survive. But anyway, what was I even talking about? I guess I really just don't want to talk about my community college experience, because it was, like, not as cool as I thought it was going to be. When university was supposed to be what was, like, the really cool experience, you know, like, these are the times of our lives. What's that soap opera? These are the days of our lives. I don't even know what the heck. It was supposed to be, like, the best time you've ever had with anyone, ever. Blah, blah, blah. The best experience. But yeah, I was, like, dreading university and looking forward to community college, because at least I was going to be doing music, business, which is something way closer to what I wanted to do than dance education. So, I went into music business. It's okay. I could have Googled it all, though. I could have Googled a lot of that information and just been fine. But, you know, whatever. It's a push in the right direction, and that's the most important thing. However, I do need to just, like, after next semester, after I take the two, like, business courses that I want to take, adios, like, goodbye. I'm done with school after that. Degrees, no matter what they are, the main reason I feel that they are not useless is because of the experiences that you went through when you were in college, and anything that you learned along the way you could take with you, or that might be something that just, like, pops in your mind later when you need it. So maybe you're not doing the thing that you went to college for, but at least you are going for something that you want to do now, and you're building off of the strengths that you've built, that you've already gained, and the skills that you've already gained, and at least you're being grateful for the fact that you got to go to college, and the fact that you made friends while you were in college, if you made friends, or whatever you got out of your experience. Just being grateful for it, and realizing when it's time for you to stop being at school, and it's time for you to go off and do something else and start another chapter for yourself. So, basically I'm saying you can learn from your mistakes. And mistakes are not always a bad thing in the long run. They just feel like the worst thing when they're happening. So, that's mainly, you know, what I'm trying to get at here. So, yeah, basically, that's my colleges, you know, plural. I went to multiple colleges. Those are my experiences. I'm not done yet, so I can't really give you a full review of what I think of my community college experience. All I can say is, again, it's similar you do have invaluable experiences in college, no matter if you're at a university or at a community college. It's just all how you look at it. And while you can Google things at home and get a very similar education without paying for it, it's nice to have some classes, to jot down on, I don't know, your resume or whatever, wherever you want to look good for people. If you have any questions about my experience, you can always comment and ask me questions, and ask me to make another video about college, since, I've been through it, I've been through something, then yeah, go ahead and do that. Also, make sure that you like my page and subscribe to my channel. My page? Is this Facebook? No. Make sure that you like this video and my part 1 video as well. And yeah, please subscribe, because I could really use some subscribers up in here. Like, I want to communicate with people, but it's kind of hard to when you're just talking to a camera for hours and you're not actually interacting with anyone, which interacting with people is the thing that I really wanted to do on YouTube, because it's supposed to be a conversation, It's not like normal TV. It's like you actually get to directly talk to people who are behind the camera, and that's really cool. That's something that has stuck out to me that made me really like YouTube so much. I watch YouTube all the time. But yeah, I can do another video about, why I'm starting YouTube. I'm probably gonna mention throughout all the videos that I do why I'm doing it, because I like to over-explain myself all the time. But yeah, I'll just have to, talk to you guys later. Also, I forgot to mention, if you would like to see that vlog that I randomly did in the middle of this little 2-part series of college, yeah, go ahead and click in the description box where I put the link, and you will find that video, and it will be a fun thing that you did for yourself. And for me, because it's my video. So yeah, TTY out.